No, he's not being born in here. We are waiting for quarantine to end.
Your placenta isn't getting enough blood flow.
We need to get him out. This is going to be your first baby. And mine.
But it got even worse. After Sean's examination, he found that the fetus was in a transverse position. It couldn't be delivered normally. They could only choose to adjust the fetal position or do a C-section. However, the nurse didn't trust Sean, who had no experience as a lead surgeon. She chose to adjust the fetal position right then and there. After applying the gel, Sean started pressing with both hands to adjust the baby's position. Just as the head started turning towards the cervix, an accident happened.
Placental abruption. She's hemorrhaging. Baby's heart rate is decelerating. I need 2 large bore IV lines and start 2 units PRBC. And please page an OBGYN to supervise my first solo surgery.
So they called the head of gynecology to supervise outside the isolation area. Sean started the pre-operative preparations step by step. Then he took the scalpel from the nurse and started his first time as the lead surgeon. However, during the surgery, the baby's pulse suddenly dropped. The alarm sound of the monitor and all kinds of urging voices were piling up in Sean's ears. He was getting closer and closer to the verge of a breakdown.
No! Quiet! Everyone quiet! I need to concentrate!
After calming down, Sean quickly took the baby out of the woman's abdomen. He gave first aid to the baby right away. Just then, the monitor's alarm rang again. The woman suddenly had a massive hemorrhage. The head of gynecology reminded Sean that the mother should be the priority for rescue.
Dr. Murphy? We can save them both. Get me a liter of saline, a plastic bag, some surgical tape, and Kerlix gauze, please.
Then, Sean walked to the patient's rest area and asked who knew CPR. A boy who had just recovered from an asthma attack hesitantly raised his hand. Without much explanation, Sean directly took him to the ward. After briefly explaining the procedure, he turned around to save the woman. So the boy started pressing on the baby, trembling. On the other side, Sean made a simple hemostatic airbag with a saline bag and gauze. He stuffed it into the woman's uterus. By slowly inflating it, the woman's heart rate started rising gradually. Finally, the bleeding was stopped. Then, Sean walked over to check on the baby. After a laryngoscope examination, he found that the baby had meconium aspiration.
Did I do something wrong?
You most likely dislodged some of it. Without that, he would have suffocated by now.
After some cleaning, the baby quickly got back to normal breathing.
He is okay.